Well, hello there, everyone. This is John Anthony 702 here again. And once again, this is another surprise stream. But this time, I brought a good friend here. And his name is RockieQuickfire.
Hello.
Big pleasure to have you here, buddy. And like last time, it's going to be another interview. Like we'll be discussing some like topics again, like how I did with Shadow. But this time I would like to hear my good buddy's opinion on some things. Otherwise, hopefully, if you guys have any questions in the chat, just leave them there and we'll answer them honestly. So, would you like to get started on topic one, Rocky?
There we go. There we go. So I can see the chat.
So, you ready?
Oh, and my phone is. There we go.
So then, topic one. Well, what do you think on all these remakes of Disney? Like how they went from cartoon to now live action?
I haven't seen any of the remakes, so I wouldn't know.
You haven't seen any of them?
No, not yet.
Wow. I'm surprised. Well,
already breaking my New Year's resolution.
well, all right then. Next topic. Well, first off, are you a big fan of Warcraft?
I've tried it out a little. Well, at least the old games, but I don't. I don't know how to answer that honestly.
Well, you do know the Warcraft 3 story, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know that there was a Warcraft movie, but to be honest, I haven't even seen that one, and
I've seen it.
I've heard it's good, but here's a rumor that I'd like to discuss about that topic. Do you think they should make a movie based on either the whole, like, Thrall and Jaina story, or should they do a movie about Arthas's story?
I would actually like to know a little bit more about Thrall, actually.
So you would prefer a movie with Thrall and Jaina's story?
Yeah.
Just curious, how come you wouldn't want an Arthas movie?
I'm sorry?
Just curious, how come you wouldn't want an Arthas movie?
I didn't understand the question.
Like, how come you prefer Thrall, like a Thrall movie, other than an Arthas movie? Like, the character Arthas from Warcraft.
He's not even mentioned in the movie.
True, but I'm just saying if they did like a movie based on those stories, like, how come you would rather want a Thrall movie than an Arthas movie?
I have no idea, actually. I haven't even thought of that.
Personally, I would like a Thrall movie because we need more movies that talk about the orcs' point of view. But I wouldn't mind an Arthas movie, except I don't want them to put too much on the whole. Yeah, he's the one that eventually becomes the Lich King.
Spoiler alert.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows that because of the World of Warcraft thing. They give it away too much.
Yeah.
Well, sorry for anyone who didn't know. Sorry for that. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much mentioned anyway. Oh, Cameron Smith asked us a question. Question for Johnny and Rocky. Thoughts on the Galaxy Quest movie with Tim Allen?
I have to add that on the movies I have to see list because I haven't seen it yet. Sorry.
I've seen the movie, but just for your sake, I won't say any spoilers, Rocky. But just to answer the question, I think it's a good movie, and I saw it when I was a little younger. I There were some scenes that were funny, but um I think of it like a good parody of Star Trek in a way. Otherwise, the
Okay.
only were you gonna say something, Rocky?
No, I just said I was just okay.
Otherwise, the only other movie that I've seen that's like a parody of a different space movie is ugh, I have trouble saying the word because I I started watching this movie, but I don't know why, but I didn't. I took a disinterest in it immediately. I believe everyone knows the movie called Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, apparently it's
I
a.
love it.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I've actually seen it.
I don't know why, but the first 5 minutes, I suddenly took a disinterest in it for some reason. Um,
Why?
I don't know. Like, I guess it was a part of me. Like, you know how we fanboys are pretty defensive of our like the things we love. Um, well, I guess I don't know. To me, it's like I don't know. To me, it's a little offensive towards Star Wars. I will admit this though. It did have some very funny scenes that I did enjoy. Otherwise, I don't know. It just the whole thing like to each his own opinion. That's how
Yeah.
that's how that's how I feel about the movie Spaceballs. Here's another topic. How about games? What kind of games do you always enjoy playing, Rocky?
Mostly RPGs.
Interesting. Um,
And if it takes place in a fantasy world, why not?
that is true.
Yeah, it's a bit of an obsession I have.
Is Skyrim considered one of them?
Yeah, because it takes place on. Wait a minute. Yeah, it takes place in a world called Tamriel.
I don't know why, but something about that fantasy world. It seems there's more to it than just it's a fantasy world with magic and dragons and all. Because like there's even parts where you think you're safe in that game, but then all of a sudden some more darkness comes. Like it's not even just dragons; it's also vampires and witches and all.
Yeah, there were a lot of vampires in Skyrim, I think.
Yeah, and what's unusual is that you know how they said you can be a werewolf in that game.
Yeah, I heard about it.
I'm surprised that in the like when you're traveling in the wild, I'm surprised there's not much wild werewolves.
Yeah, how come we never see that?
To be fair, once I do remember one time like I was an Orgarian. I believe that's the lizard species.
Argonian.
Argonian, my bad. But anyway, I was at species and I came from a dragon crypt and as soon as I was leaving to go back to Whiterun, I didn't even quick travel. I wanted to travel the hard way. Um, as soon as I was on my way and it was night, out of nowhere behind a boulder, I actually fought a wild werewolf.
Really?
And let me tell you, those things are harder to kill than you think. He even did a charge attack and lunged me in the air. Luckily, I still had some health. And I was even more lucky that my horse helped me. That's weird. You think a horse would run away from a werewolf?
No, apparently not.
Yeah, it's like, I'm your friend. I shall fight alongside you. Otherwise, yeah, like I haven't seen many wild werewolves unless you do a mission where you have to free some guy in a cell and you I think you have like a cursed ring that randomly turns you into a werewolf.
I don't know much about it. Maybe they get a ring. I don't know. I haven't played Skyrim much.
Well, apparently I did this quest out of nowhere. Like, I just wanted to help a guy get out of jail, and apparently he's cursed. And immediately when I took the ring, he turned into a werewolf and escaped the cell. I looked at the ring that I was equipped with. It said it would randomly turn me into a werewolf through like whatever time of the day, and I I couldn't take it off. Oh, here's another question from Cameron Smith. Johnny, who's the most annoying Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends character? Um, I'm probably gonna get hated for this, but in all honesty, the one imaginary friend character that I think is really annoying, it's Blue. And trust me, I have my reasons for why I think he's annoying. Though I will admit sometimes he is cool, but mostly he's just annoying. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you agree with me, Cameron Smith.
Oh, there was a question for me. Who's your favorite ranger from Power Rangers? I don't know about that, Cameron. I haven't seen a lot of Power Rangers.
Well, he said from the first 10 seasons, which is Mighty Morphin to Wild Force.
Haven't seen any of them.
I've seen some of them, but if it's all right, may I answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Personally, my favorite group, it's definitely going to be, I think it's definitely going to be Time Force. Because they actually go through problems like facing through time in some episodes, and then like even though it's mostly fighting for the town to save the town, I like it how there's a point where this certain ranger says we can't mess up time, you must follow the timeline, but then it proves that you can actually make your own destiny. You don't have to go through the book. Oh, hello, Daisy Duck Forever.
Ah, Daisy Duck. How are you doing, Daisy Duck?
Wow. Yeah, you know what, Avatar Tay, I'll agree with you. Skyrim has a lot of glitches that are stupid. She says that
Pretty
last
much
time
a lot of their games are having glitches.
she says that last time she played, she was going through a dwarven ruin and a giant dragon skeleton crushed her.
A dragon skeleton crushed her?
Apparently, you know what? I'm not gonna deny it. I've seen that happen before. Oh, hello there, Ben. So, just to talk about another topic, you ever heard of the game Sonic Forces, Rocky?
I've seen a Let's Play of it.
What do you think of the game? Would you play it?
Not really.
Not much into Sonic games?
No, I'm not a big Sonic fan either.
Just a curious question. Are you a Mario fan instead?
Well, pretty much.
Aha! You're on Team Mario. Though to be fair,
I'm doing good, Daisy Duck. Thank.
To be fair, not a bad team. I mean, even Mario has some good team members because I remember the Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games.
Never played them.
Oh, trust me, each team member has a good rival, and you can probably guess who Mario is right off the back. Oh, things are going well, Lord. Ben? Hey, Johnny, I was looking through my boxes of VH tapes, and I found the Power Rangers Holiday Special. Oh, well, that's interesting. To be fair, I've never seen any specials of Power Rangers. Sometimes I wonder why do some cartoons or some shows that many people like, why do they need like holiday specials? You're
Beats me.
Because sometimes like sometimes I don't think that's necessary.
And to me, it feels more like a commercial thing.
Fair enough, but yeah, like I said, sometimes I don't see why it's necessary. I prefer Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast, says Lord Ben. Um, you know what? Though I'll say this: those are two great games, but I prefer Jedi Academy more than Jedi Outcast because one, we've already had like a Kyle Katarn game, and that was Jedi Knight, and then Jedi Outcast. It's good. Don't get me wrong, but I've played it, and to be honest, I think Jedi Academy has a better story and a better choices as you play the game because you actually get to make your own Jedi and make your own lightsaber, and you even get to choose your own force powers, what you would use.
Oh, your favorite's Luigi Daisy?
Ooh, that's a good choice. For my favorite Mario character, um, you know what? You all are gonna laugh at me for this, but my favorite Mario character is a villain.
Is it Bowser?
No, of course not.
Bowser Jr.?
It's close. I'll give you a hint. It's a persona that Bowser Jr. takes on.
A persona that Bowser Jr. takes on.
I'll give you one more hint. He used a paintbrush in the game.
Oh, then I have no idea.
It's Shadow Mario from Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, that's the first time I actually met Bowser Jr. Yes, the reason why Ben is because yeah, it shows that he's really Bowser Jr. But have you noticed that like in many other games, Shadow Mario has his own character? Like I think they're missing some continuality continue I don't even know how to say that name. That word, my bad. Continuality continuality. Think that's how Silver Quill says it. Sorry, Silver Quill. Had to say something like you. But anyway,
Oh, Tay's favorite is Yoshi.
Yoshi's a good character. Actually, Yoshi's my second favorite character.
He's
Oh,
adorable.
I just like it how in the Super Smash Bros. Yoshi's super move is literally getting dragon wings and breathing fire.
Ooh.
Otherwise, hey Rocky, do you like fighting games? Like round one and then fight?
Um, well, I admit that Mortal Kombat is a fighting game that I like.
If so, what character do you use in Mortal Kombat?
What character? Good question.
Because for me, the character I always use is Reptile.
Oh yeah, Reptile.
Hello, Jariel. Good to see you. Ooh, oh, that's interesting. Lord Ben. And yes, thanks Tay for the for the word correction.
Continuity.
I don't know why. I always have trouble saying that word.
Yeah, I always slip into Swedish whenever I try to speak English.
Ooh, here's a question from Smith again. Johnny and Rocky, what is the most frightening story that the lost narrator did that sent a shiver down your spine?
I can't really answer that because I haven't seen a lot of her work.
To be fair, I don't know if she does like fan stories or fan readings, but I've never actually seen those. But I do remember if I do remember one funny video that she did. It was a comic dub. Um, it showed it showed lost narrator reading a book to kids, and then if some buzzer thinks she said a cuss word, it would buzz her.
I've only seen when she made a parody of My Little Dashie.
I never seen that one. Maybe I'll see that one.
No, wait, it was one of those. It was one of
Oh,
those comic dubs she did, and it was a parody of My Little Dashie.
oh, here's a good question from Ben. Actually, question: who has the best reformation in MLP? I guess he's talking about which is the best character that went from bad to good. That's kind of hard because there's a lot of good ones. Um,
I'll have to go with Luna on that one.
Luna, how she changed back from Nightmare Moon to Luna.
Yes.
That's a good one. To me, though, is it alright if I say from like my best and then also worst? Is that alright with you, Ben? Because honestly, there are so many of them, and I have too. But I would just like to say which is the greatest and which is the worst. So I think the greatest reformation is definitely well, for me it's Trixie. Because Trixie, yeah, she was a show off and then she did something because she wanted revenge. And then I think she's actually the best one because she actually started making a friend, and that's Starlight Glimmer. And yeah, there were some points where yeah, she's still the same Trixie we all knew, but we can clearly see that she's trying to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As for me, um, the weakest one, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this. The weakest one is definitely Starlight's. Like, I mean, turning good, like doing bad just because her friend got a cutie mark. And immediately everyone is okay because you know, she basically had a chance and then she's all yeah, exactly, Ben. I don't know, I didn't know how to say it, but her reformation was just it went by too fast. Because even Sunset Shimmer had time to, you know, reform and think about what she's done. Cameron Smith says, "Can all agree that the PPG reboot is so totally wrong?"
What is PBG?
I know. It means Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Oh yeah, that show. Never
Uh,
seen it. Well, I've
I'll
seen the old one, but not the new one.
I'll say this: that reboot is so much better than Titans Go, because Titans Go is just nothing but miscellaneous comedy and junk. Um, at least at least the Powerpuff Girls reboot has some like things that are related to the old show. Like I'm a little edgy on the whole. Some of their powers are different and all, but I'm okay with it because it does have elements that it's similar to the old show. Oh, here's a weird question that Blazing Blade VA asked. Is it weird to picture Sunset Shimmer as Lord Dominator? I don't know how to answer that.
Lord Dominator?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, I'm looking it up. It's a character from One Over Yonder. Which I haven't seen either, by the way.
Me neither.
I've only so far, and I actually made a New Year's resolution that I would be more open to these TV shows and all. So far, I've only seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, definitely worth watching.
I loved every single episode.
Avatar Tay, you're definitely right. Teen Titans Go is basically nothing but fart jokes. The Powerpuff Girls reboot is meh. But like I said, the Powerpuff Girls reboot is not as bad as Titans Go. What would happen if Sunset Shimmer would return to Equestria? Ben, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's already happened. But she didn't meet Celestia. She only met Starlight Glimmer. Jariel asks, which Robin do you like better? Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, or Damian Wayne? I'll say this, I like Jason Todd because I like the character he becomes, which is Red Hood. Do you know the Robins, Rocky?
I only know about Jason Todd. I actually don't know the rest.
Dick Grayson, he's Nightwing, which is, the Teen Titans. And then there's Tim. He's the one that stays Robin for a while, and then he becomes Red Robin. And then Damian Wayne, he's actually Batman's son.
What?
Yeah, to learn more, you'll have to watch the movie.
How?
Remember the villain Talia Ghul?
Talia Ghul?
The son of Ra's al Ghul. I mean, the daughter, my bad, daughter. They even explain it in the Batman Arkham games.
Gee, I haven't played the Arkham games in a while.
Well, to put it short, you'll have to watch Son of Batman and then Batman versus Robin. That'll get you catched up on Damian Wayne.
Okay. Putting that on the list.
Otherwise, I think they're all good, especially Nightwing, but my preferred one is definitely Red Hood. And he's still a hero, even though he doesn't put criminals in jail. What about Sunset as Kim Possible? Nah, I don't know. I've never seen any of the episodes of Kim Possible. If Power Rangers Equestrian Force was real, would you see it, Johnny? I would, but I don't know if like Power Rangers and My Little Pony could actually cross over. I mean, I like the idea that there could be like a fan base of ponies that could turn into Power Rangers, but I don't know if it'll stay good. Because we already have a team in My Little Pony that does good against evil. They just fight it in a different way.
The Power Ponies.
Interesting. You know what? Rocky, have you seen any like real life action Marvel movies?
Well, not recently, I believe.
Because everyone's already excited for Infinity War to come out.
Oh yeah, Infinity War.
Apparently, all Marvel heroes will be in that movie against Thanos.
About time.
I agree. Like, I like how they, um, I like how they mentioned every Infinity Stone, but I thought I thought it took too long for them to finally bring that up. What else? Dang it, I don't know what else to discuss. Got any ideas, Rocky?
I don't know.
Oh, here's one. Have you ever seen any movies that are based on true stories?
Based on true stories. I think the last one I saw was Captain Phillips.
Not a bad one. Um, Mine is actually. You ever heard of the movie Unstoppable?
Unstoppable. I've seen the trailer, but I never saw it.
Basically, it's a story of when a train was going so fast nothing could stop it, all because some lazy train engineer made it go too fast, and basically everyone everyone in Pennsylvania does whatever they can to stop the train. And what to make it worse, the train was carrying fuel of nuclear fuel.
Dang.
So if that train was like wrecked, you could probably guess what would happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah. Hey, by the way, do you like the show Family Guy?
I used to watch it before, but not anymore.
I've seen clips and bits of it, but
I'm like, I don't really like the direction they're going in.
To be honest, I've only seen the Star Wars parodies.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, at least they stay true to that sometimes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Seth Green, Chris Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually made this thing with he actually did this thing with Rob Paulson.
He did?
Yeah, they were like, oh, this is hilarious. I have to look it up. I freaking love this clip. So they basically you know about Talking Tunes?
No, actually.
On Nerdist. Yeah, here's a link in the chat. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't allow links. Dang it. But yeah, they basically mash up Animaniacs?
Yeah.
They actually mash that up in Family Guy, and they read the script from Star Wars Episode 3.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to. It's hilarious.
Otherwise, I will say this. Family Guy is definitely better than American Dad.
Yeah, American Guy is like, eh.
Because
Dad.
American Dad is basically just whatever every time a new episode comes out.
Mm.
You know which fighting series is always it's strange yet it's unique in its own way? I believe the name is always called Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur.
The reason why I say that is because they always have, no matter how many games they make, they always have a guest character. I remember playing Soul Calibur on GameCube, and the
Yeah,
cat.
they've had guests like a Link from The Legend of Zelda, and then they had Darth Vader and Yoda from Star Wars.
They even had Soul Eater, I believe. I forgot what his name is. He's a he's a hero with demon powers and a red cape, and he has green eyes. Oh wait, I think his name's Spawn. Otherwise, in the recent Soul Calibur game, they put someone from Assassin's Creed, I believe. Ezio, I think. I think that's his name. They even put like there was a mystery character in the one where Yoda and Vader were in. I believe that was the Secret Apprentice from The Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
Although I do not know how did I unlock him though. What's also unique is that they even gave you starting in Soul Calibur 4 and 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you mean Star Killer?
Yeah, him. I don't know why it's good, but they also started in Soul Calibur 4 and 5 that you can actually create your own character. And
that's neat.
Oh, I forgot there was another secret character in Soul Calibur 5. I don't know if it's secret, but you could play as him. I forgot the rest of his name, but I think it was Jin Devil from Tekken. Jin something. I remember that. He had like a fighting style from Tekken.
Jinpachi?
Yeah.
Hold on. I can't read. Jinpachi Mishima. Yeah, Jinpachi. Sorry, I can't talk. Jinpachi Mishima.
Exactly.
I always get a speech impediment when I try to read.
Oh, Avatar Tay. Whenever I play Soul Calibur, I always play Talim. Yeah, she's a good character to play. Blazing Blade V8. Jessica Rabbit is overrated. I don't know about that. You know what? There's always a certain game that game developers always forget, but somehow they always do remake games. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Sometimes they do it with like the Tomb Raider games. Sometimes they do it with like they recently did it with the Halo games. I think that's called Halo Legends. And then this one's my favorite. The game that I think it was both a sequel and a remake. The game that they did which was my favorite. You ever heard of a game named Turok?
Yeah, Turok.
It's like a game where you fight people and dinosaurs at the same time. And apparently the main character you play, he's the only character that doesn't use a gun usually. He uses
a bow.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I heard about it, but I've never played it.
I think both games are good. The first game is where you play an actual Indian in a dinosaur game, and that was back on the system of just a regular Xbox. And then the new game came out, and it was actually both a futuristic and a world where there's dinosaurs on it, and you both use guns and a bow and arrow. And what's weird is that your character is the only character that uses a knife as a weapon. I think there should be a game. There should be a Soul Calibur game with Dante from Dante's Inferno. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Blazing Blade. Though to be fair, I need to know more about Dante. I know he's like a guy that uses pistols, right?
Yeah, I think. I think it does. Yes.
Lord Benza, with a merge of clone. I don't know if I want to try this idea, but an Impel P um parody of Star. I think that can work. I mean, I did a video that was kind of like a parody of Star Wars, Ben. Um, actually, I did not know that Avatar Tay. I
Oh
did
wait,
not know.
Dante's Inferno. I thought of Devil May Cry. Sorry.
I thought that too. I thought the same thing.
Derp.
You know what? Never mind. Yeah, I think we can agree with you, Avatar Tay. That's not the Dante we thought.
I haven't played Dante's Inferno yet.
I've seen him in Marvel versus Capcom games, I believe. But I didn't know which Dante this guy meant. Ever notice that most games now and then they have their own games, but you know what's been happening a lot lately?
What?
They make them into Lego games.
Yeah.
Okay, in the chat, please answer this honestly, and you too, Rocky. Who here doesn't mind Lego games?
I prefer the old Lego games actually because you could express your own creativity. Now it's just movie licensed.
For me, once in a while, a Lego game is okay, but sometimes if you're doing like a movie where, like let's say a movie was not a cartoon but like real life action, sometimes those can get a little boring. Like they did it with the Harry Potter movies, and then they did it with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Um,
Don't forget Lord of the Rings.
yeah, that too, and even the Hobbit movies. I think the best Lego game I've ever played was Marvel Lego Superheroes, because at least that had more imagination than the others.
I haven't played it yet.
Excuse me. Had a little. Oh, great, my voice.
Are you okay?
Did I just lose my voice by just drinking a tea? Testing, testing. Whew, okay, that was close. I'm slowly getting it back. Wow,
Don't you die on me.
that just happened out of nowhere.
Live, damn you.
Sorry, Ben. He's like, please don't die. Don't die, John, buddy.
Somebody know CPR if he does.
How would that help?
No, virtual CPR.
I'm fine. One little sip of tea and then I lose my voice. well, back to the Lego games. They're fine. It's just too much, and then they get boring every once in a while.
Yeah.
Otherwise, here's another topic. I forgot about this one. Do you like any DreamWorks movies?
Shrek and Madagascar.
Those are definitely good ones. To me, though, I think one of the best ones that I've seen. I think the best one I've seen was You ever heard of the movie Home?
I haven't seen it.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the one with the purple alien.
Yeah, and then he dances immediately when he first hears music.
Okay.
Well, they showed that immediately on the trailer. I
Yeah,
think
I've
it's a
seen the
good movie.
trailer.
It's definitely worth watching. Um. Oh, hello there, Jonathan, and hello, Dominic Armstrong. I am doing fine. Um. You know, otherwise, I know I do the Road of El Dorado and Sinbad, Legend of the Sea. Yeah, those are other good ones, Jonathan. Um, what I've noticed though is that you know what? Here's a question that everyone can answer, including you. Which company do you think does darker movies, Disney or DreamWorks?
I have no idea.
Because there are some movies where there's there are dark movies in it and all. Ah, you have to go now. See ya, Ben. DreamWorks to you, Ben. Truth be told, sometimes they do have a lot of darker villains, and they're not afraid to do some more dark stuff than Disney does.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about here's an interesting question. You know how there are magical artifacts in fantasy worlds, right?
Yeah.
If you had, let's say, a magical thing from any kind of fantasy world, like a movie or a game, which kind of item would you want to use a lot?
Which item I would use? Uh, probably the One Ring.
You know what? Funny, I was just gonna say the same thing. I could I could always love going invisible with the One Ring.
Yeah. But I would slowly go mad.
Well, to be fair, in The Hobbit,
I would practically become Gollum.
to
Gollum
be
2.0.
to be fair though, the only reason why Gollum turned into Gollum was because the ring it was alive during that time, and then when Bilbo picked it up, Sauron wasn't even at full power, so the ring was in a way in a sleep. So that's why Bilbo had more control over himself whenever he used it. So if Sauron was, gone for a while and the ring was in a way in a sleep trance, you would be fine. You wouldn't go crazy. It would just allow you to go invisible.
Oh yeah.
Though
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
when Sauron became, when he finally got that eye tower, then of course the ring was awakened and then it wanted to be found by him. And of course, that's what makes you go crazy and all. Because in a way,
Yeah.
Gollum, I've actually read this. Gollum is actually over 600 years old.
Wow, 600?
So apparently, if you keep the ring, it makes you live longer. Because even in the Lord of the Rings movies, it showed that before they took the ring to Mordor, Bilbo kept it for a long time, and he was 110 years old. So yeah, not only does it make you go invisible, it also keeps you alive for a good long while.
Yeah.
Though,
Oh, Tay, you would use Gandalf's staff? Yeah, Avatar says she would use Gandalf's staff.
Yeah, someone would be all like, "You shall not pass."
Yeah, I was gonna say, you shall not pass.
I love the first and second Shrek
Surprisingly, in
movies.
character.
Heh.
Almost.
Actually, I'll say this for you, Avatar Tate. I like the second and first movie of Shrek. The third one is meh. I thought the third movie was unnecessary. Um,
It was pretty disappointing.
yeah, I mean, Prince Charming's role as a villain was very disappointing in that movie. And then they actually brought in, King Arthur, but they call him Artie. Um, the fourth one though, I'll defend the fourth one because I think the fourth movie should have been the third movie. I mean, it wasn't, Lord Farquaad, and it wasn't like, a returning villain from the second movie. Um, at least in the fourth movie, it was Rumpelstiltskin, and literally he has the power to change time and history.
Yeah.
So I thought the fourth movie was good. Especially of what happened to Puss in Boots in that one.
Yeah, he turned fat.
Yeah, feed me if you dare.
He's more Spanish. Feed me.
Especially what Shrek starts to say. He's all like, "Puss, you got so fat." And see. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Ricky M. Apparently there was a 3D special of a Shrek movie in a way. It was in Universal Studios when I saw it, and apparently Lord Farquaad comes back as a ghost.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's okay, but I think Lord Farquaad as a ghost is just meh. I mean, he even had a dragon statue that was a minion of his, and I thought that was just unnecessary.
Oh, Jonathan asked the question for both of us.
Oh, I didn't see it. If you have a favorite 20th Century Fox movie, what is the name and why? Actually, that's a little hard to answer because there's a lot of those movies.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that question either. I mean, the list goes on and on.
There's a lot of movies that start with that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how can we answer that? There's so many of them. You know what? I will
Perhaps
say
too
this.
many of them.
I will say this. There is one that I always come back to watching, and it's always interesting. I believe one of them is dang it, I forgot the name of it. Uh oh, I remember. It was definitely Avatar.
Oh yeah, Avatar is a great movie.
And no, I'm not talking about The Last Airbender. I'm talking about the
Nope, not M. Not M. Night Shyamalan.
No, I didn't even mean to mention. I wasn't even trying to mention that one.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of James Cameron.
Exactly. Hey, Caleb's here. Yeah, he just
How
said.
you doing, Caleb?
He said blue people. Of course.
Blue people. Yeah, the Navi.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Well,
The planet of Pandora is beautiful, though.
Yeah, heck no on the M. Shyamalan Avatar movie.
Blech.
There was even rumors that he was going to make a sequel for it.
Oh no. No, please.
Nobody would even dare watch the sequel.
Nobody asked for it.
Nostalgia Critic would be out of his mind.
Yeah.
I just recently watched his review on Dragon Ball Evolution. Ugh. I hate that movie.
I haven't seen it, and I think I'm glad I haven't.
Yeah, you're blessed. You're one of the blessed ones.
Yeah.
And because they compare it to that Avatar movie, and then they go like, they don't call it chi using, they call it airbending. They do not call it that. Oh, but they do. And then I just love it when he says, "Do they know the difference between animes, non-animes, and abominations of God?"
I have to watch that review.
And you can already guess who what the abomination of God is.
I have to get. Please link me to that review. I have to see it.
I'll send you a link for it.
Yeah, just send me a PM later. Avatar M. Night Shyamalan. What?
Shyamalan what?
Shyamalan Badoda. Yeah, he can't write.
Well,
Caleb, even the VA for DBZ hate the movie.
Well, I'll say this: Shyamalan, yeah, he's weak at movies, but there are some. I'll say this: there are some decent movies, and you know what? You're probably gonna hate me for this. All of you will probably hate me. There is one Shyamalan movie I do like, actually.
Which one?
Ever heard of the movie named Devil?
No.
It's where people are trapped in an elevator and then the devil comes for them.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry if I'm laughing, but I just imagine. No, I just imagine Aang, if he's actually making a sequel, I just imagine Aang's like, I see dead people.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Sixth Sense. And he's like, I see dead people.
Well, like I said, not all of Shyamalan's movies are horrible. To be fair, I think Devil was pretty decent because it had like a suspense mood in it and all. But there's one thing that I find a little difficult to believe in. Even Nostalgia Critic made fun of this point. You know what it is?
What?
Apparently, there's a test to see if the devil is near. And you know what the test is?
What test is? It.
Get a piece of toast, put jelly on it, throwing it up in the air, and if it lands jelly side down, the devil is near.
What? That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Just putting some jam on a piece of toast and toss it in the air. Now, what's gonna happen if it's like getting stuck on the roof? If you throw it like inside your house, and what happens if it gets stuck on the roof?
Yeah, Nostalgia Critic really went hard on that test.
God.
I thought that was beyond silly. Like,
yeah.
Out of all the tests, can't you think of another test to know if the devil is near?
Why not just play a game of Ouija? Ouija.
Look what Tay said about the test.
What? What did you say, Tay? Okay, whoever made up that this is on crack.
You know what? I'll say this, Tay. Nostalgia
Thank
critics,
God. Okay.
nostalgia critics said something similar about that, but as a gentleman, I don't want to say the word.
Sorry, I'm just laughing too hard. I need a glass of water.
Look at Caleb the VA. He said, "Really?" Yeah, we can all agree that is one silly test. Uh, as soon as he comes back, I'll answer that question, Jariel.
There we go.
Caleb the VA.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Caleb the VA went like, "Really?"
That's Hollywood's best. Ow, my ribs hurt. I didn't know we were gonna kill someone today.
Ugh. Jariel asked us a question. In Cartoon Network, which old show do you miss?
Which old show do we miss?
I'll tell you this right off the back. My old show that I missed is definitely the old Teen Titans show.
Yeah, that was a great show.
I miss the drama. I miss all the dark parts. Heck, I even missed the part where Slade was able to control Robin for a while and made him an apprentice.
Wow.
And I even, you know what? I miss one of my favorite villains in the old Teen Titans show. I know they mention him in Teen Titans Go, but that's the boring one. I miss the character Red X.
Huh.
What about you? What old show do you miss, Rocky?
I'm gonna say Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Ooh, that's another good one.
Yeah.
You know what? I am glad though. There's one show that they continued, even though they had breaks on it. They finally finished Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, I know about the meme actually from the reboot. I mean the last season they did.
Dominic Armstrong. He said, "I agree. That is one crazy test." Oh, Daisy Duck asked, "What movie was the worst for you both?" All in this chat I've seen in 2017 or in from another year, like 80s, 90s, 2000s, etc. I think she's asking what is the worst movie we've ever seen. I'll tell you this right now, right off the back, it's Dragon Ball Evolution. And Rocky, you are so lucky never to seen
it. Yeah. I'm just like stay away from it as much as I can.
You know, even Nostalgia Critic says, to those of you who have not seen it, thank the Lord. Okay. You know what? I don't know what Caleb. I don't know what Caleb the VA is going to watch, but I'm pretty sure he wants to watch Devil now.
No, please.
Either that. I'm just gonna tell you this, Caleb. If you're thinking about watching Dragon Ball Evolution, don't. And you too, Ricky M. Do not.
Oh, and don't watch The Last Airbender either.
Oh, definitely. Abby Yurga just joined us. Hello there, Abby. What is your favorite Disney movie? Hi, just joined. I think my favorite Disney.
Oh, I didn't get to answer Daisy Duck's question.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm a little pumped from all the laughing.
Well, I'm gonna say. Sorry. I never mind. I can't think of anything.
You don't know which is the worst movie you've ever seen?
No. Not really.
Sometimes there are more good movies than bad movies, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, and some are pretty decent.
Well, As for my favorite Disney movie, answering Abby's question, uh, it's definitely Wreck-It Ralph.
I have two favorites.
And which of
But
those?
it's like from sorry, my voice is dying. So the first one is by Disney and the other one is by Pixar.
Well, technically they're the same. They're in the same company, so I think it
Yeah,
counts.
technically, but yeah. The first one is The Lion King,
Ooh,
and the
definitely a
second,
good one.
yeah, and the second is Toy Story.
Another good one. You know what? What do you think of the rumors that they're making a Toy Story 4?
Yeah, I'm pretty much excited for that one.
I'm a little iffy on that because yeah, I know all Toy Story movies are good, but I'm with Nostalgia Critic. I think the third movie was a good movie to end it all on. Um, Caleb said, "Wait a minute. What if you don't have jelly? And also, who in the world takes jelly in an elevator?" Yeah, you know what?
Why don't you just use peanut butter then?
VA, I'm just gonna tell you, it's not the people in the elevator that did that test. This is you know what? Because I'll tell you guys this. It's kind of a scary movie. So, Rocky, are you ever gonna see Elevator? I mean, not Elevator. Duh.
Am I gonna
Devil.
see it?
What was I thinking there?
Devil? You mean Devil?
Yeah. Are you ever gonna watch Devil?
I don't think so.
So this is a spoiler, but I'm just gonna say this. The person that does that test is a security guard who keeps an eye on the people in the elevator. Apparently, he's a really, he knows everything about, God and the devil and all. He's the one that does the test. even even before the test, like they're looking at the people in the elevator, and he goes like, "You might consider that one of those people might be the devil."
What is wrong with these people? or correction, what is wrong with the director?
Like I said, it's not as bad as any other movie that he's done. It's just that silly test. That's
I bet they are, but not that I have seen them. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that is true, Avatar Tate. The rumor was for Toy Story 4, Woody is trying to look for Bo Peep, apparently.
Yeah, Ricky M said, I wonder who'll be replacing Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he passed away.
That's true, and in Toy Story 3, they had to find a replacement actor who played Slinky.
Really?
And also the actor who played Rex passed away.
What?
Yeah, the actor who played Rex.
Oh, is it Wallace Shawn?
Yeah, Wallace Shawn.
Yeah, I'm looking it up, and it doesn't say anything about his death.
What? Somebody told me.
You're thinking of Don Rickles.
No, somebody told me that Wallace Shawn was gone. Yeah, somebody lied to me.
That's not true, is it? It can't be true.
Yeah,
that would be, and I quote, inconceivable.
Really?
I love The Princess Bride. Okay.
I need to go talk with my friend. He's the one that told me this. Oh, hello there, Catnip. So,
wow, clever name, Catnip.
So,
Kidding, just kidding.
well, let's not let's not talk about the whole jelly test anymore.
No, please, can we just forget about the jelly test for 1 minute?
All I'm gonna say is, Devil, it's an okay movie. Just be careful on that part when they mention the whole jelly test.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
like
Avatar.
Hamilton? Do you
Avatar
like
Day. Yes, another Princess Bride fan. Yay.
Do you like Hamilton the musical? I've heard some music from Hamilton, but I don't know that much about it. What about you, Rocky?
I actually don't know about Hamilton.
Yeah, apparently everybody has done, um, done a lot of Hamilton covers.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't seen them.
You know what? There's another show series that's never been old, and I believe it's still going on as time goes on. Ever heard of the Veggie Tales?
Veggie Tales.
You
Oh,
know,
is it about the vegetables that are like mm, religious?
well, something like that. Yeah. Um, Actually, I don't mind it. I kind of watched here and there when I was young. Um, I really did like the movie. I think it was called Jonah, a Veggie Tales movie. Although there's one thing that always puzzles me about the show and the movies. They're vegetables. Are their hands invisible? It, it shows them doing stuff, but they don't even have hands, and it looks like they have like an invisible force helping them do stuff. Strange.
I didn't. I don't think it was aired when I was. I didn't think they broadcasted when I was a kid. I grew up with different stuff.
Hmm. Well, otherwise,
But nowadays, Swedish television is just garbage. Anyway, enough about that.
you know what? Here's another curious question. What do you think of? Oh wait, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, that is true, Tay. They did make the movie of the pirates who don't do anything. I thought it was good. Truth be
The
told, though,
pirates that don't do anything.
it's a long story, but it's a good movie. Heck, they even came out in a different movie before that movie. It was called Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, and that group was in that movie. So in a way, that movie is kind of like an origin of the pirates who don't do anything. Though, let's just say they have a theme song of the pirates who don't do anything, and basically it explains why they're called that.
Okay.
Ooh, from Abby, favorite TV show from when you were younger?
Favorite TV show from when we were younger?
That's a little hard for me because I don't remember what I usually watched when I was very little.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer either because I don't think you would know what I was what I would be talking about if I
I will say this. I do remember watching some Nickelodeon TV shows. The two I remember definitely are um Rugrats and SpongeBob. And I even watched the newer show of Rugrats. I believe it was called All Grown Up.
all grown up.
It's when like the
Dang it.
Rugrats.
Sorry, I just knocked over my glass.
Well, it's when the Rugrats are basically kids now, and they're in school, and even some of the kids face problems with, like, love interests or Angelica still being a bully even if they're older.
Never saw it.
It's good. It's decent. And what's more interesting is that Dill is no longer a baby. He's actually a little kid that can talk now.
Didn't they always talk in Rugrats?
Yeah, but Dill was the more baby kind. Like, you know how Dill would make just baby noises?
Yeah.
Yeah, well
But I mean,
now
they
in
were talking, but not when their parents were around.
yeah, but what I mean is Dill like he would just say words here and there and Dill would still sound like a baby.
Ah.
And as a little kid, Dill he kind of talks and and dresses like a hipster.
I believe it when I see it, but I'll take your word for it.
And there's even an episode where he has a problem, and let's just say when he talks, he can't stop burping.
What?
Yeah, there's literally an episode where Dill it was trying something out. It's because he was burping all the contents names, and then at one point he couldn't stop talking and burping at the same time. And they actually had to go to the doctor to fix him. As a kid, I watched classic Disney cartoons, like the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Tailspin, and DuckTales, and the shows they had on Discovery Kids at that time. Yeah, those
Ooh,
were good
Tailspin and
shows. I was trying to
Ducktales.
say Tailspin and DuckTales. Yeah. You know what? Speaking of DuckTales, I'm really enjoying the new reboot.
Yeah, I've seen the reboot.
Though I'm actually wondering why there haven't been any more new episodes.
Yeah, they only made what was it, 9 episodes first season.
Exactly, and then the 10th episode didn't even come until after Christmas.
Yeah, I actually like that they will. I actually like the first episode because because Launchpad was speaking Swedish, but it sounds too forced.
Truth be told, though, would you want to
And
hear? Truth be
he
told,
kind of he kind of sounds like Swedish Chef a little bit.
I never noticed, but I was just gonna
But
say,
yeah,
would you?
he was like and sorry if you can't understand anything. He was like, hej Bikli, Sabina har berättat så mycket om dig och fiskbulle.
Well, to be fair, at that time he just couldn't talk right because of the snake venom.
Yeah, the snake venom. But yeah, he was like,
I'm not
"Oh,
even sure. I'm not even sure that was Swedish.
yeah. What?
I'm not even sure that was Swedish.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either, but I think it was supposed to be Swedish, but like I said, it sounded too forced. Because it's almost like every American thinks that's what Swedish people talk like, and as a citizen of Sweden, I will say that's not entirely true.
Yeah, and to be fair though, would you want to have like a silly sounding Launchpad? I mean, in all the old cartoons, Launchpad was always sounding serious, even though he was a goofball.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm okay with the new Launchpad. What do you think of the triplets having deeper voices?
It's not bad, actually. I kind of missed when they were actually sounded like kids, but
Truth be told, at least they were a little bit more to understand than Donald was sometimes.
no, yeah.
And now you can clearly understand them, but I think because of the new voices, each of them have unique personalities now.
Yeah.
Like Huey is the book dude, Dewey is the adventuring one, and then Louie is just the greedy and lazy one.
Yeah, they have more personality now.
Although I wish the reason why I want them to keep making new episodes is because they all of a sudden brought up the new idea that we're gonna find out what happened to their mom.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, and now I'm like, come on already, where's the next episode?
Yeah.
I mean, heck, they even made a friend who apparently is related to forgot her name.
Magica.
Yeah, Magica Dispel.
Yeah,
And
I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, what?
Catnip.
And
Anybody
I have yet to see if that's actually true.
you know what? I'm kind of glad that they brought the Beagle Boys and their mom back. And who knew that there was like an army of Beagle Boys?
Yeah, there was so many Beagle Boys.
It's like that's the DuckTales version of Scar and the Hyenas.
Yeah, the clown Beagle Boys were creepy.
Actually, I think they were mimes because they didn't talk at all.
Yeah, that too. But they looked really creepy.
One of them kind of reminded me of
Wait,
what?
am I really thinking of the? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong Beagle Boys.
No, I think you're talking about the right ones. But well, I don't know why, but those Beagle Boys remind me of what me and Shadow talked about.
Oh, you mean Pennywise?
Please don't say his name.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
It's hard enough trying to say the word it. Anybody seen the new Cars 3 movie? If you have, what do you think of it?
I have not seen it.
Well, I'll have to give another spoiler free thing. I'll say this. It's good, but it's really, really sad.
The trailer was very dark.
No, you think that's dark? You should see the rest of it.
Putting down on the list also.
Who remembers Gargoyles? Caleb the V8. I definitely remember the Gargoyles show.
I have not seen it, unfortunately.
It was a good show, but the problem was, dang it, every time you had to watch it, you had to stay up beyond 1 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it came out during the night. Which, to be fair, I kind of liked at times because, Gargoyles can only come out at night, so it kind of made sense. And to be fair, I've only seen 2 episodes, but they were good, I'll say that.
Oh, then I'll definitely have to check it out.
And the intro always gave me chills. Otherwise, ooh, Daisy Duck. I have seen shows from Nickelodeon. Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, Real Monsters, Hey Arnold, The Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, and The Wild Thornberries. I will say this, I do remember also seeing Cat Dog and The Wild Thornberries. Sometimes I couldn't even get the song of Hey Arnold and Cat Dog out of my head. Has anyone seen the trailer of Slender Man? No, I am definitely not going to see that.
No, I've seen it.
The new movie?
No, I mean the Slender Man trailer.
I have not seen it, and
I mean, it was pretty meh, and apparently it's getting a lot of hate.
Why is that?
Because they say it's inappropriate or something.
How is it inappropriate? I mean,
Yeah, I mean all of the disturbing images at the beginning.
oh, well, I guess I'll have to check it out when I can. But I'm just not gonna see it because there there's already too many scary games of the Slender Man being in it. Why would I want to see a movie of it? It's hard enough that you can only see that creature if you have a video camera.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I'm not really into horror either, so I don't like creepy pasta, so I would definitely not see the movie either.
You know what? Here's a topic that got me interested in some because we've been talking about horror things a little bit. Um, what do you think of some of Batman's villains? Like some of the ones that are really disturbing, like Scarecrow or any other like that. Because the ones that are creepy to me are Killer Moth and Clayface.
um, I don't know.
You know what? Another one that kind of creeps me out is Firefly. Um, I just find it weird how some of Batman's villains just have it's not even just their names, it's what they do to fight Batman that's kind of um
Yeah.
like Scarecrow, he actually uses like a fear gas to get people to face their worst fears. Um Clayface, he can basically turn into anyone he wants to. And Killer Moth, like he's actually part moth and he actually makes moth minions.
Yeah.
I remember he was also a villain in Teen Titans.
Hmm.
And apparently he forced Robin to take his daughter on a date.
Ew.
And the daughter just looked normal, but she was very spoiled. And boy did Starfire get jealous. And what's even more weird is that her ex-boyfriend was literally a humanoid guy with the head of a spider.
Wow.
Now I see why she hangs around bug dudes.
Ew.
Oh, I forgot about that, Caleb. I forgot about that character, Man Bat. Um, apparently there was a professor who wanted to be Batman, but he actually turned himself into a man bat creature. Um, and all because he wanted to cure deafness. Um, and apparently because when he became Man Bat, he started feeding on blood. Actually, I thought that was an interesting villain. Yet I can see why it wasn't that villain wasn't liked much for some reason. I thought it was okay. What do you think, Rocky?
About what?
Man Bat?
Man, but I have no idea. I did watch the show when I was. I did watch the. No, wait a minute. Sorry. Never mind. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Well, Man Bat is basically like a creature version of Batman.
When did he show up?
Well, he was shown in the show The Batman, and he was even a possible villain in Arkham Knight, and basically his name is Dr. Langstrom, who wanted to be Batman and be feared, but he also wanted to cure deafness. So he basically made a
Oh,
bat.
then I don't know.
Well, basically he wanted to like make a bat formula, but at a price he became a bat monster creature.
Okay.
Oh, question from Cameron Smith. Most creepy Billy and Mandy episode. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't know if I've ever seen a creepy episode of Billy and Mandy, but well, I think I like to say the best kind of the best weird and kind of wow episode I've seen is I forgot what it's called, but it's the episode where Billy, Mandy, and Grim they all fight for an apple of chaos that Eris gave them. And then what's even more funny is that there was actually a talking burrito.
A talking burrito.
Yeah, apparently Grim turned him like into real life so that Billy could stop annoying Grim. But he talks like he goes like, "Sorry, man, it's the beans." Dominic Armstrong. You know, the one Batman villain I feel sorry for is Mr. Freeze. You know what? I can understand that Mr. Freeze is not all bad in some terms. I mean, he's basically a villain that wants to cure his wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has a wife.
Yeah, apparently the reason why he froze her is because she has cancer.
But oh, I didn't know that.
And also, you know what? I think Mr. Freeze is an awesome villain. And I know you people hate this movie for some reason, but I remember watching a Batman and Robin movie. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was an awesome Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
I'll say this, it's corny sometimes, but I thought it was unique in its own way cuz I forgot the guy's name who plays Batman, but I don't know why he hated playing Batman, but it was okay.
George Clooney.
Ah, that's his name, George Clooney. And there's only one thing that I hated about that Batman movie. Um, I hated the way they made Bane in it. Um, in that movie, Bane is just a crazy strength monster dude, while in the comics and in the shows, he's not just a man who has strength, he's also smart. Do you like DuckTales 2017? And if so, who's your favorite character? We were discussing that earlier. We like it. For the favorite character, though, I'm definitely going to go with, surprisingly, my favorite character is Donald. Um, just because when they showed the Beagle Boys for the first time, he hesitated. He didn't hesitate one bit to fight the Beagle Boys just because he wanted his boys safe. What about you? What's your favorite character from the new DuckTales?
Probably Scrooge.
Do you like the new voice? The new voice for him?
It's a decent replacement for Alan Young.
Yeah, we all miss Alan Young. You know what? I just realized that I was watching a movie that he voiced a character in. I did not know that he played a character in The Great Mouse Detective.
The Great Mouse Detective.
It's a Disney movie. It's kind of like a mouse version.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I just don't remember much of it.
Well, he played like a character. He played like the dad who got captured by Professor Radigan. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Really, Caleb?
That's how funny that pun was.
Louie is my favorite because in Quack Pack, he was voiced by E.G. Daily. I did not
I,
know that.
I actually don't know about E.G. Daily.
Mm, to be fair though, like Quack Pack wasn't liked a lot. Even Nostalgia Critic hated that version of the DuckTales characters. Though I question why though. I guess I would have to see the show for me to find out why. You know what? I've noticed that some Disney characters have already ended in their shows. But you know what I thought? You know which characters I thought their show and movie series kind of ended too fast? Um, you ever seen any of the Lilo and Stitch movies?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Well, I've seen the movies and the show. I think they ended too fast with them. Like I like it how they find out that there was more than one experiment, and I liked it how at some point Stitch learned how to be like more human like, but I just find it weird how it immediately ended in a few years. What's so funny, Rocky?
Yeah. No, I was just sighing.
Oh wow, Caleb! I didn't even know that was a quote from the Batman and Robin movie. Apparently, that's what Mister Freeze says. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
That's not even remotely funny.
Like I said, it was corny. I mean, I'm surprised Arnold Schwarzenegger kept that role.
But still, that joke is not really funny.
Yeah, and I don't even remember Mr. Freeze making puns like that.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, Daisy Duck Forever. Alan Young, one of our fave actors.
Yeah, I actually agree with that, Daisy Duck.
You know what? I was surprised to read some trivia about him. The very last thing he did was the remastered version of the DuckTales game.
Oh yeah, I've seen the Let's Play of it.
It's quite surprising. Like I didn't think his last like acting role would be to voice Scrooge McDuck one last time.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? I didn't think I would discuss this with you, but you ever heard of the movie series called Spy Kids?
Spy Kids. Oh yeah. I. To be honest, they're pretty boring.
Eh, I can understand your opinion, but as a kid, I grew up with them. The thing that kind of made me okay, this is getting ridiculous was the third movie, no doubt, because it was basically the first time like first few times movie people were using 3D effects, and then it's basically a video game world. Um, at least the first and second movie were actually about spy missions and gadgets and stuff. While heck, they even made a fourth movie, and the kids that we watched in movies, they were all grown up, and then they looked for new kids. Hello again, Johnny. What is your favorite Pixar? I recently answered that with the Disney movie question. It's Wreck It Ralph.
I kind
Though
of already answered that too.
though I will say this because you gave out your other favorite movie. My other favorite movie of Pixar is definitely The Incredibles, and I'm totally excited for the sequel.
Oh, I'm hyped for that one too.
Which reminds me, what did you think of the sequel to Finding Nemo, Finding Dory?
I have not seen it yet.
Rocky, how
Yeah,
haven't
I
you
know.
seen
I'm
Finding
sorry. I'm
Nemo?
sorry. I wanted to see it, but I never got the chance when it came out on the big screen.
Rocky, how long is your list?
Way too long, I think. It's already way too long.
Once again, I'll give a spoiler-free opinion. um, it's good. For me, it's good, though. It goes a little fast.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Johnny, are you excited for the Wreck-It Ralph Part 2? Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Wreck-It Ralph sequel.
They're making a sequel?
Yeah, they showed a sneak peek, but it's very little though.
Oh, Caleb the VA. Wow, Rocky.
Yeah, you see, even people in the chat are wondering, why haven't you seen many new movies?
I'm trying to catch up right now, alright?
Yeah, at this point, we want to see your long list.
I'll send you all a PM later, jeez.
There's one thing that there's a movie that I liked, but the sequel they gave for it was eh. You ever heard of the movie series called Cats and Dogs?
Cats and dogs?
Yeah, apparently it was a Warner Brothers movie series about cats and dogs being secret agents and all. And the main character in the first movie was a beagle named Lou, and he was played by Tobey Maguire. I thought it was good. The first movie was good, but I remember the second one. It came in theaters called Cats and Dogs: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Um, eh, that's all I have to say for the sequel.
I actually don't really like those movies.
You mean talking animals?
Yeah, but I don't really like the idea that they're secret agents and all that. It sounds good on paper, but the execution is pretty awful.
What's wrong with talking animals?
And then not the talking animals thing. It's that they're secret agents and all.
Oh, I see. To be fair though, I share with you on that point. Like, it showed in the first movie that the cats know how to walk with two legs.
Yeah.
And they don't even walk on two legs for the whole entire time. It's only the ninja cats that can do that. Yeah, that's right. There were actual ninja cats. Caleb says, "Show us the list."
I'll send you a PM later on Skype, okay?
Abby says, "Do you like Kingdom Hearts? And are you guys excited for Kingdom Hearts 3? Definitely. I was even surprised that they're adding Toy Story to Kingdom Hearts now.
I've actually seen the Japanese trailer of that, and I was like, yes!
And apparently, this was from an interview of the director. From what we've seen in the trailers, there's definitely going to be a Tangled world. But he did say, and he only mentioned a character's name because this is definitely going to be a world in Kingdom Hearts 3. A character that the Kingdom Hearts characters will encounter is Baymax. That means we're definitely going to get a Big Hero 6 world. Although, there are some villains that I wish they would put in Kingdom Hearts. Like, you know how they put in, I'm guessing because of what we're going to see in the new game. We're probably going to see, like, Mother Gothel as a villain. And then we're going to see the evil doctor from Big Hero 6. Who do you think the villain would be in the Toy Story world?
Tough question. I have no idea.
If it's Sid, that's going to be a big surprise.
Yeah, whatever happened to Sid Phillips?
You know what? Surprisingly, he was shown in Toy Story 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was the garbage man.
Yeah, he was.
But I'm pretty sure he
After
stayed away.
being scared by all the toys coming to life, and he was like scarred for life.
I was just gonna say maybe he's learned his lesson and he's just not around toys anymore.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
Well, unfortunately, I believe I must end the stream now.
Okay.
Still, though, it was really good talking to you, Rocky, and I thank you for being a part of this stream.
My pleasure.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you for asking many questions for me and Rocky to answer. Um, but until then, we must be going. Um, see you
Yeah.
guys. Were you gonna say something?
No, hope you all got a good laugh about the toast thing.
Please don't mention that anymore.
Okay, sorry.
See you guys.
Bye.